Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever wondered why some women have a certain effect on men that seems almost irresistible? It's not always about appearance, charm, or even what society often tells us about attraction. Instead, it comes down to something deeper, something emotional. The way a woman makes a man feel is the foundation of an attraction that goes beyond the surface. Attraction isn't just about what we see, it's about what we experience. Men, just like women, are emotional beings. They may not always express it in the same way, but emotions drive them, shape their decisions, and influence who they choose to commit to. A man can admire beauty, enjoy intelligence, and respect ambition, but what truly captivates him is how he feels in a woman's presence. Think about it. Have you ever seen a man completely drawn to a woman who may not fit the traditional mold of perfection, yet he looks at her like she's the only person in the world? That's because she triggers an emotion in him that he craves. Whether it's a sense of peace, admiration, excitement, or belonging, she gives him something that he can't easily find elsewhere. That feeling becomes addictive. It makes him want to be around her, cherish her, and prioritize her in ways he never expected. Men seek a space where they can feel appreciated, understood, and truly themselves. In a world that constantly demands strength and resilience from them, they long for a woman who allows them to be vulnerable without judgment. A woman who listens, encourages, and supports him creates a feeling he can't resist. She doesn't have to change who she is or pretend to be someone she's not. She simply offers an experience that makes him feel valued in ways that go beyond words. At the same time, men are drawn to energy, not just physical energy, but the emotional atmosphere a woman brings into their life. A woman who radiates positivity, confidence, and warmth naturally pulls people toward her. She makes a man feel inspired, alive, and motivated to be better, not because she demands it, but because being around her makes him want to grow. This feeling is powerful. It's what separates a fleeting attraction from a deep emotional connection. The truth is, men don't resist women because of their beauty alone. They resist losing a woman who makes them feel something extraordinary, something they don't want to live without. Men are often seen as strong, independent, and capable of handling anything life throws their way. But beneath that strength, there's a deep human need that every man has, the need to feel appreciated and respected. No matter how confident or successful he may be, if a man doesn't feel valued by the woman in his life, something will always feel incomplete. It's a common misconception that men don't crave emotional validation as much as women do. The truth is, they do. They just experience it differently. While women often seek emotional connection through words, affection, and deep conversations, men feel connected when they are respected for who they are and what they do. When a woman acknowledges his efforts, whether big or small, it gives him a sense of purpose and fulfillment that nothing else can replace. Imagine a man who works tirelessly to build a future, to provide, to protect, and to be someone his partner can rely on. If his efforts go unnoticed or are taken for granted, he may continue to push forward, but deep down, he will feel unfulfilled. On the other hand, when a woman takes a moment to express genuine appreciation, whether it's for his hard work, his kindness, or even the little things he does, it ignites something powerful within him. He feels seen, he feels important, and most importantly, he feels like he matters to her. Respect isn't about agreeing with everything he says or putting him on a pedestal. It's about recognizing his strengths, trusting his decisions, and showing him that his presence in your life makes a difference. When a man feels respected, he naturally becomes more invested in the relationship. He wants to protect, provide, and prioritize the woman who makes him feel this way because, to him, she becomes irreplaceable. This is why men are drawn to women who don't just love them, but also admire them. When a woman believes in him, encourages him, and makes him feel like he is capable of achieving great things, he rises to the occasion. Her words have the power to either lift him up or tear him down. And a woman who uses her words to uplift will always hold a special place in his heart. At the core of every man's heart is a simple yet profound desire to feel like he is enough. And when a woman makes him feel respected, appreciated, and valued, he will hold on to her, cherish her, and love her in a way that no other woman could ever replace. One of the most powerful feelings a man can experience is a sense of emotional security. The world expects him to be strong, to handle pressure, to take responsibility, and to keep going no matter what. But beneath all that, he is human. He has fears, doubts, and moments of uncertainty. What makes a woman truly irresistible to a man is when she becomes a place of emotional refuge for him. Every man, no matter how tough or independent he may seem, longs for a space where he can just be himself without fear of judgment. The right woman provides that. She doesn't force him to open up, but she makes it easy for him to do so. She listens without criticizing, she understands without demanding, and she allows him to feel safe enough to express his emotions freely. This kind of emotional security is rare, and when a man finds it, he holds on to it. Many men grow up being told to suppress their emotions, to be tough, to not show weakness, to always have things under control. But the truth is, they carry just as much emotional weight as anyone else. When a woman offers him the space to be vulnerable without seeing him as weak, it changes everything. He no longer has to wear a mask or pretend to be invincible. Instead, he feels accepted for who he truly is. A woman who makes a man feel emotionally secure also creates an atmosphere of trust. He knows that with her, he doesn't have to constantly prove himself. He can share his fears, his dreams, and even his failures without feeling like he will be looked down upon. This level of trust strengthens their connection in ways that physical attraction never could. It makes him want to be around her, to confide in her, and to build a future with her. It's not about solving all his problems or carrying his burdens. It's about simply being there. A woman who reassures him with her presence, who stands by him through challenges, and who offers support in both words and actions gives him a feeling that is truly priceless. She becomes the person he turns to, not just in good times, but in the moments when he feels lost. And that kind of bond is something no man wants to lose. At the end of the day, men don't just fall in love with a woman's beauty or charm. They fall in love with how she makes them feel. And when a man feels emotionally safe with a woman, he will do everything in his power to keep her in his life. Men are naturally drawn to energy, not just physical beauty, but the emotional atmosphere a woman brings into their life. There's something captivating about a woman who carries a vibrant, positive, and confident energy. She doesn't just exist in his world, she brightens it. She adds excitement, passion, and a sense of joy that makes him want to be around her. Think about the difference between walking into a room filled with warmth, laughter, and enthusiasm versus stepping into a space that feels dull, heavy, or negative. Energy is contagious. When a woman radiates confidence, optimism, and playfulness, she naturally pulls people toward her. Men, especially, are deeply influenced by the way a woman makes them feel when she's around. If she brings lightness, laughter, and a sense of adventure, he can't help but crave her presence. This isn't about being constantly cheerful or pretending to be someone you're not. It's about embracing your authentic feminine energy, the kind that brings excitement and inspiration. A woman who knows how to enjoy life, who finds joy in the little things, and who carries a sense of curiosity and spontaneity makes a man feel alive. She reminds him that life is meant to be experienced, not just endured. Men often face stress, responsibility, and pressure in different aspects of life. When a woman becomes a source of relief rather than additional stress, she becomes irresistible. She doesn't drain his energy with constant negativity or unnecessary drama. Instead, she uplifts him, making him feel like being with her is an escape from the chaos of the world. She encourages playfulness, adventure, and moments of pure enjoyment, which make their connection even stronger. But more than just excitement, feminine energy also has a calming effect. A woman who is in tune with her emotions, who carries herself with grace, and who moves through life with a sense of inner peace creates an environment where a man feels at ease. She balances the intensity of his world with softness and warmth, making him feel both inspired and grounded at the same time. The key isn't to be perfect, but to be present, to bring energy that is both refreshing and uplifting. A man will always be drawn to the woman who makes his life feel more exciting, meaningful, and full of possibility. Because at the end of the day, he won't just remember what she said or did, he'll remember how she made him feel. And if she makes him feel truly alive, he'll never want to let her go. Men are wired to seek purpose. They want to feel like they are capable, strong, and able to make a difference, not just in the world, but especially in the eyes of the woman they love. When a woman admires a man, encourages him, and believes in his potential, it sparks something powerful within him. He feels motivated, inspired, and deeply connected to her in a way that is almost impossible to resist. It's not about feeding his ego or giving him empty compliments. True admiration comes from seeing his strengths, recognizing his efforts, and valuing his presence in your life. A man thrives when he feels that the woman he loves respects his ambitions, supports his dreams, and acknowledges his hard work. Even if he hasn't yet reached his goals, knowing that she sees his potential and stands beside him gives him the confidence to keep pushing forward. Think about the difference it makes when someone believes in you. It changes everything. It fuels your drive, strengthens your resilience, and makes even the hardest challenges feel a little easier. That's exactly what happens when a woman encourages a man. She becomes his source of strength, the person who reminds him why he started, and the one who sees greatness in him even when he doubts himself. A man may not always say it out loud, but he deeply values a woman who makes him feel capable when she notices the effort he puts in, whether it's in his work, his passions, or the way he cares for her. It makes him feel significant. It makes him want to do even more, not just for himself, but for her. That admiration fuels his sense of purpose, and he will go above and beyond to make her happy in return. But admiration isn't just about his success or achievements. It's also about appreciating who he is at his core, his character, his values, his kindness, and his strength in difficult times. A woman who recognizes these qualities and expresses her appreciation for them creates a connection that runs deeper than just attraction. She makes him feel seen in a way that few others can. Every man desires to be with a woman who makes him feel like he is enough, yet also inspires him to become even better. When he finds that, he will cherish her, protect her, and commit to her in a way that no other woman could replace. Because at the end of the day, a man doesn't just want to be loved, he wants to be admired, and when he finds that, he will never let it go. There is something undeniably captivating about a woman who is completely comfortable being herself. In a world where so many people try to fit into a mold, a woman who embraces her true self stands out in the most powerful way. Men are drawn to authenticity, not perfection. They don't want someone who is always trying to impress or act a certain way just to be liked. They are irresistibly pulled toward a woman who is real, genuine, and unafraid to show her true emotions. When a woman is authentic, she creates a space where a man feels he can be himself too. He doesn't have to put on a show, pretend to be someone he's not, or always have his guard up. He feels safe being open, knowing that she accepts him as he is. This kind of connection is rare, and when a man experiences it, it becomes impossible to ignore. Vulnerability is often misunderstood as weakness, but in reality, it is one of the strongest things a person can offer in a relationship. A woman who is willing to share her true thoughts, feelings, and fears without hesitation invites a man to do the same. It creates trust, deepens intimacy, and builds a bond that is unshakable. A woman who doesn't hide behind walls, but instead allows herself to be seen fully, is someone a man will never want to lose. But authenticity isn't just about emotions, it's also about confidence. A woman who knows who she is, what she wants, and what she stands for is incredibly attractive. She doesn't seek validation from others because she is secure in herself. This kind of self-assurance is magnetic. It draws people in, especially men, because they can sense the power of a woman who is truly comfortable in her own skin. Men are naturally protective, but what they truly admire is a woman who doesn't need saving, a woman who stands strong in her identity, who can laugh at herself and who embraces both her strengths and imperfections with grace, is someone they respect and cherish. She makes a man feel lucky to be by her side, not because she is flawless, but because she is real. At the end of the day, a man doesn't fall in love with a woman because she tries to be what she thinks he wants. He falls in love with the woman who is unapologetically herself, the one who makes him feel like he has found something rare, something he can't afford to lose.